I really feel like this is a journey.
Hi guys, welcome to my new channel. Even though I made this channel about, I say, 2-3 years ago now, but I only ended up posting like 2 videos because I originally started off as just posting like food content, but I've decided I'm gonna start posting more fitness related, lifestyle related content now on this channel because it's been in the back of my dome for like too long now. So many of you have always said like, I really think you should start doing YouTube, I'd love to see you do more YouTube content. I don't know what it is, but there's always just something in the back of my mind like, not yet, just not yet. But today's the day, and I just got that impulsive urge to just whip out the camera and just get started. It's out of hibernation, the dust is off, and I'm ready to go. But anyways, as you can see by the title, today's content is just really going to be like a whole week of eats, focusing on my typical day-to-day meals. But at the moment I am currently juicing, so it's not like quite accurate of what I would usually eat in a week, so just bear that in mind. The main aim of this video is to just give you some like tips, tricks, some healthy, high protein meal ideas, and that's it really. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy what's to follow. Okay, so on Monday morning we started off with a fresh batch of green juice for breakfast, which I pre-made that morning. And then a few hours later, after I'd worked out, I came back to make my standard scrambled eggs. And I do like to season this quite a lot with, you know, your typical sea salt, black pepper, garlic, all-purpose and mixed herbs, which just works a treat. I then sauteed that off for a few minutes until well done. I don't know what it is about scrambled eggs, but it kind of fools you when you make it because you feel like you're making quite a bit at the start, and then next minute, boom, it's like half the size. And if you find that this is the case for you as well, sometimes I just like to add a little bit of milk or just an extra egg just to like buff it up a little bit. And then I typically like to choose around 2 to 3 fruits and some Greek yogurt topped with honey. Because I don't know about you, but I'm trying to be good with the carbs because summer is around the corner. And fruit is essentially a carb anyway, so I tend to use that as a substitute instead of bread or bagel. But don't get me wrong, I do tend to indulge on like the sourdough or the bagels every so often anyway when I'm feeling that extra bit peckish. But yeah, then I ended my evening with a little study sesh for around a couple hours until I then went on to prep my veg soup, which was a butternut squash, carrot and chickpea and garlic infused, might I add, soup. So once I've deseeded the butternut squash, I tend to add a little bit of thyme, some seasoning, sea salt, rub in a little bit of olive oil just to give it that little bit of texture and moisture and flavour. Once it's been in the oven to bake for 30 minutes or so, once cooked you want to grab a fork just to check the parsnips cooked through the middle. Then you want to add it to a blender of any size, add in some chickpeas, some cottage cheese for that extra bit of protein, and also a bit of chicken or beef stock, all together with 3 tablespoons of cottage cheese and 4 tablespoons of chickpeas. This amounted to around 20 to 25 grams of protein, which I don't think is bad at all considering there's not any meat in this soup at all. Once blended, I added this to a big pot with some seasonings, honey and some water to loosen up the texture to my liking. And then because I'm all about the aesthetic when it comes to my dishes, I added this with some Greek yogurt and some dried parsley. And that was pretty much it for Monday. Good morning guys, it is now Tuesday, day 2, and today is pretty busy to be honest. I've got quite a packed day of quite literally just prepping again for the new week. So I need to go to the gym, do my juicing, then I've got a meeting, then I need to edit content to post tonight, and I've got to study because I'm back to uni tomorrow, and I'm in final year, so I'm just trying to push through the last stretch and get things done. But I feel like everything's like ramped up now in terms of stress, anxiety, and stuff like that for like my dissertation and stuff. So yeah, that's great. But I'm just taking the gym and filming content for you guys as my sort of like stress relief. But anyways, for now I'm just gonna run through my basic morning routine. So I've got my green juice right now, and then I'm gonna have some electrolytes, but I've only recently just got them, so I'm not too sure how it will make me feel after I've had them, but I'll give you my honest review obviously, and like by the end of the week maybe, who knows, because I feel like I'm really dehydrated when it comes to like after a workout, going on a run. Like I just feel really thirsty and I feel like my energy is so low as of recent. So I might need to get some like new iron tablets as well to help with that. But yeah, let's run through that with you guys. Then I'm gonna head off to the gym.
Perfect.
So once I'd returned from that intense leg workout, I then came home to make my post-workout meal, which was a chorizo, spinach and egg omelette, which I've been loving recently because it's just packed with great nutrients, looks pretty on a plate and is super filling. And of course, it's packed with protein. For my omelettes, I tend to use 4 eggs instead of what I would typically use for making scrambled eggs, which is 3. For me personally, the more eggs, the better. And then on the side, I like to have my red juice, which is obviously a natural source of energy, which also kind of gets me through the end of the evening until around dinner time. Update you guys. We're not cooking tonight because it's been a super long day really of just studying, editing content, filming content today for today's gym session that I've already posted on Instagram now. So yeah, the energy levels are just... So I've just decided, you know what? I'm gonna have the soup from last night because it just saves time, and it's already like 8:45 right now, like nearly 9 p.m. So it's like, is there any point cooking now? Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna be eating at like 10:30, and that's just, it's not the vibe. But with that, I'm gonna make a matcha because I've just been on TikTok right now, and there's this really nice protein matcha recipe that I've just seen, and apparently you can literally make it in like seconds. So I'm gonna try that out because the protein levels today have been a bit minuscule. So yeah, I'm gonna make my iced matcha oat latte and show you how I do it. So I'm now back from that little studying sesh, and can I just add that cafe is literally gorgeous in there, even though it's literally jam-packed. Like the vibes were just vibes in. But yeah, and I got quite a lot done, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I've literally just, as you've seen, I've just been to this Asian shop and it really intrigued me. Like the bright lights, the colourful drinks, the colourful food just really like brought me in, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna see what's going on in there. So obviously I saw the shop and I was like, whoa, they got taro boba tea. Like, guys, I can't even tell you how much I'm obsessed with this flavour. Like, I only actually found out about the flavour and the actual drink in itself like a couple of months ago, because there's this really nice spot in town called Lazy Sunday that me and my boyfriend go to all the time, and it's literally to die for. But they do like this, like, I can't even like explain the taste. It's like a savoury but sweet. I think it's like it's originally a potato, I believe. But it's delicious. So I'm gonna try this because I had a really sweet tooth craving and I'm gonna satiate it. So I'm back. but I'm just gonna show you what I got from the store today. I only got a few bits to be fair, like nothing crazy, nothing major. So for starters, I did get these katsu gyozas. I'm not too sure if I'm saying that right, but got some of these, and I'm sorry, but how delicious do they look? They're the ones where you can fry them, where you don't have to actually boil them. I'm more of a crispy girl, like I like my crispy textures. I also got some more matcha because I'm literally on the last dregs with my other packet that I've got. So I got some more of that, and I feel like when you go to these stores, it's more authentic. So I was like, yeah, definitely need one of those. And then, last but not least, I always got this. I mean, I think they sell them in like a lot of UK stores as it is anyway, but it just looked nice. It's the lychee flavoured drink with nata de coco. It's called Mogu Mogu. Apologies if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but yeah, it just really caught my attention. And I was like, you know what? Why not? And it's got these little chewy bits in it as well. But yeah, I just thought I'd show you a little haul of what I got. But yeah, now it's time for dinner, and I think I'm gonna make some beef tacos. I've made these before, but with a little twist of a recipe in this book that my grandma got me for Christmas, and I've literally been obsessed with using it. This is the sort of vibes we're going for today, which is a nacho beef burrito. But instead of the nacho, I think I'm gonna use some like lentil crisps that I got the other day to like sprinkle on top instead, which is sort of like a healthier option. Yeah, and I'm gonna go for that. Okay guys, so it is now Thursday morning, and I didn't really get around to filming any workout or food that I had earlier on today, but this is pretty much just what I had after my workout, which was pretty basic to be honest, but it did actually manage to save me some time for the rest of the tasks that I had that day. So I did just have some leftover minced beef that I had from the beef tacos I made the night before, with some fried eggs and a little bit of lettuce. And then of course sprinkled on some pomegranates for the aesthetic, and then some sriracha mayo sauce. Guys, so it's literally like 5:15 now, and now I've just decided to finally get my ass off the couch and start making some juices, because I've literally been putting it off for the longest. I was supposed to do it yesterday because I usually try and make my juices the day before the end of my last juice round, if that makes sense, which was today, so I should have actually done this yesterday. But today's the day, and I'm just gonna go and smash it out now before I make dinner, which is gonna be in around 2 hours. But yeah, the two juices that I'm gonna focus on is just like a green juice and then like a red juice, which consists of, the red juice consists of beetroot, watermelon, some lime, a little bit of ginger, and I believe that's it, because that's all you really need for that one. And then the green juice consists of celery, cucumber, ginger, some limes, but with the limes and the ginger more specifically, they sort of act like hunger suppressants, if that makes sense, like little suppressant agents that really help with like not wanting to go and reach for the cupboards and just binge eat. So that really helps me in that aspect. But yeah, of course there are other multiple benefits that come with it as well, especially with the green juice in itself. I find really helps with like de-bloating, especially this time of the month when it's like a week short of my period. And then obviously it's a natural source of energy. It's really good for your metabolism, and then obviously for your immunity as well. But yeah, I'm gonna get straight into it and show you how I get through that. Okay guys, and then for today's dish we're going to be making a salmon poke bowl, and then these are just sort of the raw essentials that I'm going to be using for it. So obviously we've got some avocado, some radish, chilies, chopped mango, some cucumber, and some sushi ginger, which is like a pickled ginger which really works well with the dish, and some spinach. But I did put some white vinegar and some sea salt on this, which works really well, obviously in contrast with the sweetness of the mango. And I would usually use the cabbage instead of the spinach, like some red cabbage, which also works really well with this, but obviously I didn't have any at the moment. But yeah, these are just the raw essentials that I'm going to use. It is now Friday and I am about to head off to uni, and then I need to go into like a cheeky little gym session afterwards. But before I start, guys, look at these. I'm literally obsessed. I've been trying to get my hands on these for like, I can't even express how long it's been, like probably around 6-7 months now, and I finally got my hands on these baby, like, oh my god, look at those beautiful babes. And for anyone wondering, they're called the Nike Zoom Vomero 5s, and I got a 4.5 in these, and they literally fit to size, so they're literally perfect on me. And they are so comfy, like they're probably one of the comfiest gym shoes I've actually bought, so I'm so glad that I got my hands on these in the end. But when I was actually trying to get them, I was in a queue for around 3 hours on Office online. So as soon as I was able to get onto the website, they only had a 1.5 left, and I was like, yeah, straight in my basket. But yeah, I'm so happy that I finally got my hands on those. But yeah, right now I'm just gonna make a quick little smoothie to take on the go because I'm running a bit late. My lecture starts at 11 and it is now 10:30, and it takes around 25 minutes to get there. But I need to get parking, and parking can be a bit techie at times because obviously everyone that's in uni that drives is always like fighting over parking spaces, and there's only like this one road that's free that we kind of get away with. So I'm gonna try and get there on time, but whenever I am on time I miss a space. So yeah, it's not the vibe. And guys, I forgot to actually film some content in the gym today, so we're just gonna get straight into making these pancakes post-workout. But first of all, I'm gonna have my red juice, which I should have brought with me to take, but I don't know what it is. I kind of like my refrigerated, so if I would have taken it with me to uni and then the gym, it would have been like room temperature by the time I was to have it. So it's a minor. We're gonna have this now, and then make some banana protein pancakes.
No boss.
And then later on this evening, me and my boyfriend decided to enjoy and got some cheeky little beef burgers from one of our favorite takeaways, because life's about balance, and if you're not indulging on some of your favorite foods at least once a week, then what are you doing? Ease up a little. And that's a wrap for today, guys. If you managed to take away a few things from today and have liked this video, make sure to like, comment and subscribe.